Alright guys, I'm headed back to the private property where my last video was shot of us dredging. My partner is out of town this weekend. He's going to be out of town next weekend. So I'm going to prospect this creek, see if we need to stay where we're at, or if we need to move on up the creek to dredge. You have to excuse any wind noise. This car's got some issues with it, the air conditioner being one of them. Right now I don't have time to worry about the air conditioner. I've got some other issues I need to take care of anyhow. Y'all don't need to know all that anyway, blah blah blah. But that's what we're doing today, is going prospecting for better gold, or stay where we were at. Finish that up. I'm gonna check that area, see if we need to even continue there, and we'll go from there. So we'll see you back at the creek. Alright then. Alright guys, we're here. Right here's where we dredged last weekend. Pretty good hole there. Like I said, I'm just prospecting today. Everything that we found was 30 mesh or less, except for one flake. So I'm going to use my 1/4 inch classifier. Cut down on panning time because there's no reason for a 1/2 inch. So that's our plan, and we'll be back as soon as we get our first pan back. Alright, talk to you shortly. Alright guys, first pan right here where we were dredging. I've got it right here. I'm saving y'all the boringness of me panning the whole thing down. But I'm gonna take a pan here. Let me step back, y'all might see that. A pan here, probably take a pan over there, one up underneath that tree, one under that log. Check in here, make sure we got everything. But here, this is my first pan, and it comes from right here. So we're gonna finish it up. And this creek has a whole lot of blonde sands in it, very little black sand. And really difficult to get panned out. So here's what we got. Well, I'm seeing some gold already. It just climbed the wall right there. Settle down. It's floating now. Oh, you devil. I had to go get my jet dry and put me a drop in there. Dang, that ain't what I was wanting to see. Gold, 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 and more gold. Not what I was wanting to see, because I'm wanting to move up the creek. Alright, we'll fine tune it. if I can wash some of these blondes off very gently without losing any gold. And I'm probably going to lose gold, but anyhow. Yeah. Dang. Dadgummit. Alright, I don't know if the camera will pick it up. There's a speck there, a speck there, some lead, some more fine stuff. Yeah, it ain't. It's a good sign, but it's a bad sign, because wanting to move and still leaving gold behind, not the ideal thing. So, alright, if the camera can, there, no reflection. If y'all can see, I'll ease up close. There's gold around in there. I don't know if y'all can see it. It's very fine, I know, but it's still gold. Alright, so that's the first pan. I'll be back in a minute. Alright guys, second pan, same hole. I just want to confirm, excuse me, I'm wiping sweat off my face. I'm just wanting to confirm if there's gold there that needs to be dredged. I'm not going to dig any more in that hole, well, I'm not going to dig any more in that hole. I'm going to move on, and I got a lot of testing to do, because that's what I'm here for, is to check, see what we need to do, not to necessarily look for gold. Well, I mean, I'm looking for gold, but stay on a place and just pan it. Prospecting is what I'm doing. And again, I'm seeing gold, so I know GoPro's probably not picking it up, but I am seeing gold. Being that it's so fine, reason why the GoPro, and there's lead, is not probably going to pick it up. But if you can see at the very top there, I got my camera on my hat, so I hope I'm aiming at the right spot. But yeah, like I said, as much as we've dredged here, or as long as we dredged that day, I wasn't wanting to find this. But I did. And that's part of mining, I reckon, or prospecting. So, mercy me. Alright, we'll bring you back on the next pan, see where I'm at then. I'm going to fine tune this, see what else is left in it, and I'll bring you back whenever we get to the next hole, wherever it may be. Alright then. Alright guys, This pan here is from right in this area over here where we were dredging. I'm gonna see if there's anything in there. I'm trying not to muddy this water up so I can see what we've got in there. I'm really wanting to move up the creek, so I'm hoping this pan here tells me there's no sense to stand here. Although those first two pans were pretty decent right there. So let's see what we've got. See if I can pan some of these lights off. And they were some decomposing bedrock or quartz. I ain't real sure what it was that I dug out. And there's more lead. But I don't see no gold, so that's a good sign. I know y'all thinking, what do you mean that's a good sign? Because I want to move. I don't want to be here no more. I want to move up the creek. Yeah, I'd say we cleaned that out right there pretty good. So that's a good sign for moving. Alright, so next pan is either going to be over here or underneath that big old tree right there, way up under there. Although that's kind of on the wrong side of the creek, but then hell, who knows. We'll try it. We'll see. Alright, we'll be back in a minute. Alright guys, I tried to get some material out from under that tree. With a shovel, there's not much I could do. The dredge, I could probably get a lot of material out, but there's a root system in there. So I only got about 2 shovelfuls. And I had to move tailings out of the way from where our dredge washed them down. I mean, you can see this is all sand that we're working with some rocks. But that dredge was, you can see our pile of tailings back there. Everything was, the light sands was kept washing back, and it right in that area where the dredge was setting, it just piled up, and I had to move tailings. So let's see what we got underneath the tree. Don't too much water out. For any beginners learning how to pan, whenever you get down to this stage here, you want just enough water to do what you need it to do. You don't want a whole pan full of water. I mean, you can see, get over here in the shade, I've got about just a little more water than I do material. And this is only for beginners, not people that's done it before. But there's no gold showing there, so that's a good sign. And we'll move to the root system to the right next, and I'll bring you back. Alright guys, under there, big root system. Come here, Pan. I tested right there, hardly could get material root system. Took a pan right there, nothing. Granted, all our tailings came down this way, none went in behind there, so that was fresh material. This pan I've got here come from underneath this old rotten tree, what's left of it, and it stunk. Golly, it stunk. But anyhow, that's where it come from. Y'all have to excuse me, it's humid as crap out here. But we're gonna see if there's any gold under there. And then we'll move upstream. Get some of these lights off the top here. See, there's some black sand in it, but it's not a whole lot. I guess this creek doesn't carry a whole lot of black sand. Even when we dredged and we done our clean out, there was some black sand in it, but not a tremendous amount. It's looking like there's no gold under that tree. Yep. Alright, so there's nothing under there. So as of right now, the only place that I have found gold from where we've dredged up to that point is over there. And to set the dredge up like we had it, y'all have to see. To set the dredge up like we had it, I don't think there's enough gold there to do that. I think, well, it don't matter what I think right yet. I haven't found anything to make me decide on what, how and why and where and all that good stuff that we're gonna set up next. So we're gonna move on upstream, and I'll be back shortly. Alright guys, I've done several more pans on up the creek to that sharp bend. I don't think I've showed y'all that yet. But I found some gold on that corner. I'm gonna work across and back. I don't know how long I'm gonna be here. I got here about 12 o'clock. It's 1:30 now. My shirt is soaked. This is sweat. That's how humid it is out here. I want to try to get it up the creek as far as I can and back over in here. I want to do some testing. But I don't know how long I'm gonna be here. It's miserable out. Just hot, sticky, and muggy. No wind blowing. But I'm taking a break. Taking a break. Drinking some water, plenty of water, and yeah, smoking a cigarette. But I get up out of the way, I'll bring y'all back and see what we find, what we decide, see how far I get. Like I said, it's miserable hot out here. But I'll be back here in a little bit. Alright guys, here's the bend I was telling you about. Turns back. I dug there, I think, well, yeah, right in there. 2 pans. This pan I got now, I dug over there. And I think this might be where we'll set up. I don't know if y'all can see that or not. I told you, it's small, fine. That's 1 pan. Maybe 2 shovelfuls. Dang it. But I believe that's what we're probably going to do, set the dredge right in here. Start dredging that all up through there. I'm going to take a couple more test pans up through and go from there. So, alright, we'll be back in a bit. Alright guys, wipe that lens off. All the way across, finding gold. It's still fine. But there's decent quantities in the pan. So I am going to assume that this is where we're going to probably set the dredge next time. So I'm going to have to do some work, get it dammed up, and where we'll have a pool of water. So we're going to carry on upstream. If I find anything else, I'll bring you back online. But that's what we're looking like right now. Alright, see you in a bit. Alright guys, it's been a while since I shot a video or shot a clip. I've been pretty busy. I'm just now getting back to test panning. But build us a dam up down there so we can set the dredge in here and dredge this corner in here out. I'm still test panning it, seeing how far up it'll go. Somebody asked on my last video if we were planning on going up the creek, continue up the creek. That was our goal. TC is out of town, like I said, this weekend and next weekend. That gives me time to come down here, prospect, find areas that we need to dredge. Which I'm glad I've done, because if we would have just turned the dredge and come this way, we could have been spending a whole lot of time dredging, just dredging to be dredging. But I found us a nice little area so far to dredge out, and we can turn the dredge facing that way, and let our tailings fill in. And as the tailings are filling in, my idea is our pool of water will continue to come forward with us. That's my thoughts and theories, and I hope that's how it works. I'll go over here. I've got a leak right there, which I thought was a bad thing, but I actually think it's letting just enough water out to keep it from rising up above the dam. Ow, dang bugs is biting. But I think about the only thing we'll have to do once we get the dredge in here is dig us out a hole to set the foot valve in, and we'll be good to go, I believe. But that's kind of where we're at right now. And I also brought my bucket out of the car. All the tailings that was piled up on this log, piled up on that bank, I cleaned all of that off, put it back in the creek. I said in a video, a few videos back, where I asked for people being willing to let us do some prospecting, that I'd leave everything the way I found it, and to stay true to my word. That's what I done. I thought it looked pretty trashy and unprofessional. Walk over here. But there was a pile of tailings right in there, just piled up. I shoveled as much off as I could. I used some of it on my little dam I made over there. I brought my bucket, filled it up with water, and washed the bank off. The log had some tailings on it. I took my bucket, after I raked them off, I took my bucket and washed it off. So as of right now, it is back like it was, other than the hole. But as far as the land around it, is back exactly like it was. It doesn't look unprofessional, doesn't look trashy. And when we go up through there, if we run out of gold, this dam will be broke down, cleared out, and put back just like a creek. So anyways, we'll be back here in just a little bit. I'm trying not to have a super long video, but it looks like it's going to turn out that way. But we'll be back in a bit. Alright guys, I don't know if y'all gonna be able to see that or not. That's what I got, just test panning. Not a great deal. Not a bad deal. But that's gonna do it for this video. Remember, like, share, subscribe, and till the next prospecting video or next dredging, we'll see you then. Thank y'all for watching.